Hello everyone, this is Waldorf.
And this is Statler.
And today we have the Missing Battle Report 128. It's the series of missing battle reports. So apparently people were paying attention
We actually saw that
to the numbering system.
They thought we were cheating or something, yeah.
They did. Anyway, Battle Report 128, which was the Corner Hammer GT that we went to, that I went to a week or so ago and played with Greg in the doubles tournament, which is a one-day, 3-game tournament.
And this was on Friday, and the reason we skipped the numbers because we wanted to get the singles out first.
We wanted to get the singles out first so we could do the wrap-up video,
Yeah.
get that out, and then, because the wrap-up really didn't talk much about the doubles, if at all.
Right.
And I think this may have been the tournament that ruined me for the weekend. This is what I'm blaming it on.
I'm thinking it's because you cheated on me with another gamer.
Oh, is that what it was? Yes.
When you do couples tournaments,
You had the opportunity to go.
Yeah.
But anyway, I played Orcs and Goblins. A friend of mine, Greg, played Equitaine. And the first
Kingdom of Equitaine.
Kingdom of Equitaine.
Thank you very much.
Kingdom of Equitaine. And the first game we matched up against an Undying Dynasty and Vampire Covenant.
So double dead all the time.
And I can't spell Covenant, apparently.
You cannot.
Covenant. It was 2,250. The rules were kind of simple. It was 2,250 a player.
Per player.
Per player. No BSBs allowed.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It was odd, and you couldn't. That was a really kind of an odd thing. And I overheard the tournament guy saying he thought it would speed things up when you're not re-rolling all your tests and sticking around forever. So that was the exception, and you could not use your general, your allies' general.
Okay, even if it was
so
the
you
same
had to
army?
have your own. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and you were not allowed to have duplicate armies.
Oh, okay.
You couldn't do. I couldn't, because I originally thought about it. I said, "Oh, you know what? We'll do an Equitaine thing."
Right.
And I'll just bring some extra models, but no.
Interesting.
So since I couldn't do Equitaine and Equitaine, I did the Orc and Goblin version of Equitaine.
And that's just wrong. I said it before. I'm saying it again. It's just wrong.
With Orcs and Goblins pairing with Equitaine.
Yes.
Sorry, Kingdom of Equitaine.
Yeah.
So I took a feral Orc Warlord for the general. He had paired weapons, light armor, Tuck-Tex Guard to give him tough 6, the Shady Shankin magical item thing, and a War Boar.
Mm-hmm.
I took a second Warlord with paired weapons, light armor, Hero's Heart, Essence of Mithril, and a War Boar. So basically my second Lord is better protected than my general.
I see that.
Yeah. Anyway, I just like doing things like that because it makes no sense. Anyway, unit of 8 Feral Orc Boar Riders, full command, light lance and shield. Another unit of 8 with champ and musician. They didn't have the points to put a standard on that unit. Light lance and shield, and 10 Feral Orc Ed Bashers, full command, light lances, shields, and banner of speed. 2 units of 5 Goblin Raiders, light lance, light armor, shield, no bows, and a scrap wagon. So
this is
my Equitaine list.
This is if the orcs wanted to be Equitaine, this is how they would build their list.
Correct.
This is also to show Equitaine that their cavalry's not as bad as they think it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, Greg was kind of down, not happy about how the Equitaine were playing. I said, "Well, here, let me show you how Equitaine. Let me show you how Cav plays with a different army."
Yeah.
No, just kidding about that one. So anyway, so there's the list. For me, Bardner had a Duke, the General with a Lance, Heavy Armor, Shield, Divine Judgment, Crusader Salvation, the Virtue of Might, and a Barded Warhorse. He had 8 Knights of the Realm, full command, 6 Knights of the Realm with no command, 9 Knights of the Grail, full command.
Ooh, there's some points.
That's a chunk.
Yeah.
And 2 units of Yeoman Outriders.
Mm-hmm.
So we both had 3 units of Knights.
Yes.
We both had 2 Fast Cav.
And both had 1 elite knight.
But both had what?
1 elite knight.
Elite Knight? Oh, yeah. Like Knights of the Grail as compared to the Ed Bashers?
Exactly.
Not quite. But the extra points, the Grail, of course, sucked up so many points. I fit a second Lord and Pump Wagon.
Yeah.
Sorry, Scrap Wagon.
Scrap Wagon.
If you'll notice, neither one of us have any magic.
I did notice.
So we're not doing magic.
I think that won't be the case with the next armies we see.
So movie, yes, it definitely can. So we had Undying Dynasty. We had a pharaoh, who's a general with a death mask.
A death mask.
Death mask as tomb architect. He had I did not come out with a list for this guy. So he had other things. These two characters, I'm sure, had other items.
Okay.
This is what I know. 14 archers, 3 chariots that were entombed, and a unit of 4 reapers.
1 unit of 4. Wow.
Sorry, 1 unit of 4 reapers. Yep. And then the Vampire Covenant was a Lamia vampire, another vampire.
Doesn't look like you're sure if he was a Lamia or not.
I'm pretty sure he was. 40 big unit of 46 skeletons, full command, hand weapon, shield, a cadaver wagon, and 2 units of 3 vampire spawn.
I wonder how many points they're going to raise those in the next update.
What's that? Vampire spawn?
Yeah. Just because everyone's taking them. And
from everything I see, when things are taken there all the time, they get raised in price.
They get raised in price or hurt in capability. So.
And the hot fixes supposedly aren't adjusting abilities; they're adjusting points. So I expect them to go up.
Yeah, I expect
based on what we've seen.
I think they'll do something with them.
Yep, because they're all over the place.
Yep,
they're really good.
They are good. The other stuff's a little pricey, is what it is.
So starting on the left, unit of 8 ferals, first unit of Goblin Raiders, my big Ed Basher unit, another unit with the general in it, another unit of 8 ferals with my second lord in it, and then another unit of Fast Cav Goblin Raiders. Then we go on to the opponent.
Yeah.
All right. So the opponent set up with his archers, Tomb King archers here. The stuff you see in the back, behind this one unit here in the center, these are just guys he's going to raise. He went ahead and got them out.
Okay. And the chariots over there are his entombed guys.
These are the entombed 3 entombed chariots, and then the 4 reapers, of course, and the 2 pair of these guys. 2 units of 3. Scary. And there's the Equitaine set up to the right. 2 units of the Fast Cav. This is the unit of 6 knights with no command. Right. Unit of 9 with the 8 with the general.
Right, and that's the Grail there.
Grail knights.
And there's your scrap wagon. And
the scrap wagon.
What is this terrain?
Terrain was a hill, a small hill,
okay.
A forest, another forest, a field on the right.
A field this time, okay.
A building on the left, and a hill on the bottom right.
Small hill, okay.
Yeah, it was a fairly simple terrain.
Yep. Small but tall.
Most of the terrain. I mean, if I had any complaint at all about the setup here, is most of the terrain had small footprints.
And I'm assuming this is 4x6, even though
it is 4x6. It looks a little square.
It's a little square from the photo, but it is 4x6.
It's definitely 4x6.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, moving on. See, it looks more like 4x6 in that one.
Yep. He's rubbing his dice.
Getting going for luck. This was, I think, did we have first turn and just not move much? I think we were just starting to move here. There we go. There's first turn. We move forward. Not a whole lot. Oh, sorry. They had first turn.
Yeah, so he shifted his spawn and
the spawn all jumped on top of the hill.
Yeah.
The archers came forward. That Reaper you see there in the front he's using that to balance his archers on the front of that hill.
All right.
And his 2 units of his 2 big units just kind of set back.
Yeah.
And his Reapers move forward on the right.
Right. It looks like the orcs move forward in your turn.
And the orcs move forward in my turn.
Equitaine is kind of repositioned.
Equitaine repositioned. I got too close. Both these units, because he moved, like I said, he moved first. Both these units moved. I came up within, so he'd need their movement 9, I believe. I'm 19 away from both these units. So they need a re-rollable 10 to catch me.
Yeah. And it's re-rollable because of the hill.
Because of the hill, correct. So there you have that. That's what that looks like. So going to turn 2, they both made it.
Okay.
There's a wound he's taken from the dangerous terrain check, but yeah, they both made it. Anyway, I would have been okay with either one of them. Rerollable 10 is not that hard to get. I should have known better, but anyway. Whatever. The banner, now that the banner that this big unit over here on the right has, the skeletons. So they've got the guy in there that's giving them all weapon skill 6, I believe. Something else in there. I don't know. It's just a bad unit. And he's got the banner of the Relentless Company.
Yeah, so I figured he moved forward 15
so he
inches
can do
or
the
something.
15-inch march. So he came forward and got right in our face. My face. There you have that. And the Reapers just kind of came forward a bit, but not challenging anything. Over on the bottom right, you can see the chariots came up. He raised them back there behind everything to cause a problem. And that's where everything was.
Okay.
It's a nice blurry picture of the same thing. And the archers took a couple steps back. And they fired and clicked off one of my feral boar boys.
Okay.
Not a big deal. I could take one loss. So these guys came in during his magic phase.
Something seems to be missing.
Yes. During his magic phase, the unit on the right got +1 strength. The unit on the left got reroll to wounds. Or to hits. I think it was, anyway, one of the two. It was not good.
It would look like it.
And then he had a wound on him. He came in with a wound on him. And my general could not even kill a model. Put 2 wounds on him to finish at least one.
Okay.
With his 5 attacks. So, anyway. So, based on that, he killed me, ran me down, and unit on the left overran into my unit of boar boys. The unit on the right overran into the flank of my goblin raiders.
Okay.
So, starting off really good.
It is.
So, go down to our turn 2. Bottom of turn 2. And that's what we look like going in. Not real thrilled. You can see one of the yeomen down in the bottom right got shot by an arrow from the chariots.
Yes.
From the arriving chariots. So I send my wolf riders into the flank of the top unit up top. When I did the math, it's just these. I think he's strength 6 or 5. Anyway, whatever he's swinging at the wolf riders, he's not swinging at my
okay.
my boar
Well, if
boys.
it's a 6 one, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I think that might have been the +1 strength unit. So anyway, like I said, they're wounding either one. Neither one have saves. I would rather wolf riders die than.
And your other guys charge into the front of those skeletons?
Yes, we failed our frenzy check. And decided, well, it was the only unit that we had available to charge into.
See.
So let's go.
And he sent his yeoman in front of the.
His yeoman went to block the Reapers.
Don't they fly?
They do. He did. He's just hoping he'll just. What he's doing is he's just throwing him there. He's not really chaffing him. He's just he moved up. He's going to shoot him. Probably do nothing to him. But if he wants to get rid of that unit, he's got to charge it.
Yeah.
And if he charges it, then he's within range of the counter charge.
Yeah. Okay.
So he can just go up there and sit there and laugh at him from 2 inches away.
Yeah. Okay.
It was my suggestion. I liked it.
Okay.
See, because there's everybody lined up to deal with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he wants to come kill him, that just puts him a little bit closer, and the heavy units can charge him. Now, he's also reformed the small unit of knights up here, has gone onto the hill.
Facing the chariots.
The yeomen have come up to chaff him. The scrap wagon has moved over in that direction.
Hey, he's got some wounds on him.
He got shot by...
archers.
Did he? What did he get shot by? No, he rolled a... How did he get hit?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
He ran to the edge of the... Sorry. He rolled high and got to the edge of the board. Okay. And he does a test, dangerous terrain 2 check if he gets to the edge of the board. So he did that, put 2, and then he takes D3 wounds and took 2 wounds.
I see. Okay.
That's what happened to him. he wanted to keep this guy facing backwards as well. That's his virtue of might guy. I told him just to keep facing forward, that this unit could handle it, especially if the pump wagon comes in and helps him.
Right.
But
Scrap wagon.
he wanted scrap wagon. He liked the idea, and it's his army, so
You want to cordon them in.
play it.
And he figured you had the other side all sorted out.
And I was like, you do realize I've got the other side all wrapped up. It's all mine, right?
Then,
So I charged into this unit. The one thing that was in this unit in front of me was among the two vampires are in this unit, and there was the Tomb Architect was in this unit. The guy that gives the 6-up regen save to those guys in the back, the Reapers. So when I was forced to charge into this unit, I knew I couldn't do anything to the vampires.
So they allow you to move your characters between units in the tournament.
You can join other units, yes.
Oh, I wouldn't have.
Which is kind of odd, but
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that. Yeah.
no,
That can make some scary combinations.
it definitely can.
Yeah.
So anyway, knowing I'm going to lose this unit anyway, I'm not going to hit the characters. Between everything, I needed a 5 to hit this character I'm lined up on.
Yeah.
I needed 5s to hit him, and he's got a ward save behind that, so I know I'm not going to kill him. So I put all my attacks into the Tomb Architect. So I said, if nothing else, I'm going to knock down their regen and make that unit in the back easier to deal with. So I did. I killed the Architect. I did a couple other wounds, but he put 2 wounds on me, as you can see, and I held.
Wow.
Yeah, I lost the combat by, I think, 3 or something like that.
That's all?
Yeah. I had a charge. I did a few wounds. I don't know how it came that low.
Because you had how many guys in that unit?
How did that happen? I don't know. One way or another, I stood.
Yeah, okay.
That's all I know. I'm not real sure why I stood, but I stood.
Did you roll Snake Eyes and think it was still 8th edition?
No, it wasn't that bad. I cannot remember how bad I lost. For some reason, I'm thinking it wasn't that bad. Anyway, so over here, he killed 2 of my raiders and 3 of my boar boys. It's actually fairly light. I did enough damage to kill 1 of his.
Yeah.
And between the banner, the charge, I had a banner charge flank. Because of that, we stood and actually crumbled him 1 or 2 more, I think.
Okay.
Elsewhere, you can see over on the bottom right where the chariots have. This is back to his turn. The
Charge.
chariots have charged over there.
The yeoman, and the yeoman
Yep.
stayed where they are.
They've charged the yeoman to get rid of them. Up top, the Reapers are afraid of the yeoman, so they back off. The cadaver wagon comes forward out of arc of the yeoman, so they can't just throw the yeoman into it, and also in arc to charge. And you can see the bowmen on the hill have reformed.
Changed the face, yeah.
Yep. And the other unit that killed
The Wolf Riders didn't win? I'm shocked.
if it was the front, maybe, but there was a flank charge. So come on, you got to give them a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
So they killed the Wolf Riders and ran down here. There we go. Up top, we finished off the bats, the vampire spawn.
And they finished off your Wolf
left,
Riders,
but
looks
they
like.
finished off the 2 Wolf Riders. Luckily, we killed them enough, and we have we won.
Right.
One combat, crumbled them off, so now we're free.
How far are you from those archers?
17. No, movement 7. 18.
Oh, okay.
They're 11. I need 11.
That's too bad.
I tried it. Elsewhere, you can see the chariots on the bottom right. They've made short work of the yeomen, and they're ready to go. The archers killed 1 of the 4 yeomen that were in front of the Reapers,
And they didn't like
and
it.
the other 3 weren't real happy about that. They liked that guy, so they fled. This time, I issued a challenge. The big vampire accepted. I put a wound on it, and it didn't wound me.
Yeah, okay.
He is 8 wide and has no ranks. So I did a wound. He did nothing. He's got a banner,
That,
and it was a push.
yes, that's why.
That's part of the first round.
That's why it worked in the first round. He was in line formation.
formation.
Okay, yes, that would make sense then.
But this was funny because, like I said, I caused a wound. He did nothing. It's a push.
Right.
So I'm sitting there for another turn. That. And back to our turn on the far left. That's a failed charge. I did try to make that 11 into the archers
So
on the hill.
Is line no additional ranks or no ranks? It's no additional ranks, right?
You get no rank bonus.
Huh.
You still count ranks for being steadfast,
Yeah.
but you get no rank bonus. There you go. You see the bottom left, the bottom right. Sorry, the 6 knights from the hill charged down the hill and smashed into the chariots.
Scrap wagon make it?
The scrap wagon ended up an inch in front of them.
Okay, and this guy in the field turned around?
The guy in the field turned around, headed forward.
He likes
The
playing in the high grass.
Mounted yeomen decided they weren't happy. They're going to keep running.
Okay.
The other 2 units came forward, and the idea, when we talked about it, the idea was move the unit on the left forward, the unit of 8 knights, move them close. If the Reapers declare charge, run away, and the only choice he has is to redirect into something else that's going to run away.
Yeah, the yeoman.
The yeoman, and force them to run again because he doesn't want to charge it into the. I don't think he wants to charge into the Grail Knights.
And it's better charging than being charged by him.
That is true. So we go again. I put a second wound on on the vampire, but he does kill me.
Finish you off. Okay.
Now, had I gone into that challenge with no wounds, I might have been able to kill the guy.
Okay.
Highly doubt it. So we're moving on to turn 4. This is their turn. So this is where you see everything. You can see the knights on the bottom right have only killed 2 of the chariots. They lost 1. They did not quite get through it.
Mm-hmm.
After they beat my character, they turned and faced the center of the board.
Yep.
So moving forward, the vampire spawn that were down here in the center on the bottom decided to come back and deal with my boar boys.
Okay.
Up in the top left. Left. He needs his scrap wagon. What happened with the the cadaver wagon? Not
like
quite sure why he came forward with the cadaver wagon.
He's trying to chaff you, it looks like.
He's using it for chaff, is what it turns out.
Mm-hmm.
And he's pointing at Gretchen because he doesn't like it, I think.
Okay.
Just pointing at it, just threatening, trying to intimidate us.
Okay.
And to deal with them, he makes a conga line of zombies. He summons a big line of zombies, and they're just formed up right there.
Damn conga line. Didn't charge this big group of guys into him, huh?
I think he tried and failed.
Oh, okay.
This big unit into his flank.
Yeah.
I believe he tried and failed.
Oh, okay.
So, looking at this, over here on this side, I couldn't get away forward, so I just about faced and moved 7.
Well, you missed the fight previous slide.
What's that?
The fight against the chariots.
Oh, the knights finished off the chariot
and
fight.
Turned around, yeah. Okay.
Over here, like I said, I didn't think I was going to beat him, so I just about faced and moved away from him.
Didn't want to charge the archers?
He had moved further away and turned to face me, so they were even further away even more.
Yeah.
But one thing Greg did see in this one, he came to me and he's like, if I charge, because there's 12 of those zombies up there.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, if I charge those zombies in the flank, he's like, I can kill a bunch of them, overrun into the cadaver wagon.
Yep.
And because the cadaver wagon's so big, I can hit it on the right-hand side and not have my frontage exposed to this big unit of infantry.
Yep.
And I'm like, yes, you can. Good eye there, Greg.
Yep. He just has to be able to kill enough zombies.
Awesome choice. I mean, and then as far as zombies go, he's going to get 5 knights on him.
Mm-hmm.
One of them being the champ, but he's going to get 6 knights, 2 horses, big flank, charge, rank, banner. He's got to kill like 5, which should be able to do. I don't know, because I moved over here. So he went ahead and did it.
Brought up the other knights forward.
Brought the other knights forward. You can see the
Scrap
yeomen have
wagons on the
rallied.
hill now. Yeomen have rallied. Yeah.
The scrap wagons moving forward, trying to join the fun. This is. I still have another unit over there, and we move on to turn 5. There we go, and you can see he's done exactly that. His unit and knights in the middle have crushed him. Now, the Reapers have a flank charge on that unit.
Yep.
But they have to kill 6 to break his steadfast.
Right.
And he's, strength 5. I think he's 5 strength 5 attacks each.
Depending on how he armed him, yeah.
That's the way they were armed. So, 5 strength 5 attacks. That's going to be what? I don't know. Anyway, he did the math, and it was too close for him to try it. He thought because he didn't want to lose the Winged Reapers, and he no longer has the ward save, the regen save on him.
Okay.
As well, so he elected not to do it. Over here, the bats flew around. Just vampire spawn, get behind me, and the unit of big unit of skeletons move up.
This moves up.
His character bailed out, and he was because all we have for shooting is these 3 archers.
Yeah, and no magic. Yeah,
we have no magic. So yeah, the only thing he has to worry about is those 3 archers. So he's fine.
Oh, he actually has a bubble for that ability, doesn't he?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
For the weapon skill ability.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so anyway. So he charged into the cadaver wagon, and he was also careful with this unit of zombies in the back to block. Doesn't look like it from this picture, but they're close enough to stop this unit from getting between those 2. So he can not kill this cadaver wagon, and then on our turn, charge the character. So we got. So anyway, so this is turn 5. We're coming into turn 5. This is the bottom of turn 4. So the sorry, this was turn 5. Anyway, so the knights there are going to kill the cadaver wagon, and now Greg's looking at this like, well, if I charge these zombies, it's too many. I'm not going to get through them in a turn. Looking around, and I'm like, look where the secondary objective in this is breakthrough to get to your opponent's deployment zone.
Okay.
So I'm like, look where he is, and this is turn 5. He's got 1 turn left. So send all 3 units of your knights. We've got 2. I said, after you kill that cadaver wagon, turn around backwards, face away from it, which he does, and run and go in the corner. Just sit in this corner. So at most, he's got 1 unit that's going to get into our deployment zone. At most. So we do that. That's how that ends.
Could he have charged the character?
No, he could not fit between the 2 units.
Okay, that was my...
Yeah, that was the other thing.
Curiosity.
So I made my march test over here on the left and got 14 inches further away from him. But 14 and 3 or whatever it was is only 17.
Yeah, not too far.
That's not real good with them. And then he moved up his yeoman to chaff them even further. So the only thing he can do now, he can't even march. Now the only thing he can do is, and it's a weird pivot, just reform facing our end of the table and move 4 inches, which is not going to help him any with that big unit. It's not going to get him into his deployment zone. And
they have 1 more move or 2? This is the last.
This is their last move.
Oh, okay, so he can't charge him, and he can't
last move
pursue through. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what he does. The guys over. Oh, this is still our turn. Sorry, I'm just showing you the positioning. By the end of our turn, this is where we are. Going into turn 6. Not sure. This unit is not really supposed to be there, but whatever. The big unit of skeletons. I mean, because the unit was right in front of them, so they should be facing forward or back. So he charged them and killed them. The Reapers, on the last turn, the Reapers came forward to about here and just tried to coax us out of the corner, coax him out of the corner. but Greg was having none of it.
Yeah.
The unit of vampire spawn on the left did charge and make it into the rear of my
Okay.
boar boys and crushed them,
Mm-hmm.
killed them all. And then also on that last turn before this one, my scrap wagon moving forward to try to get into the center of the board. Actually, it was going back to the right just to stay out behind the hill out of sight. Rolled triples and killed itself.
So you had nothing left at the end of the game?
So at the end of the game, I had lost. I had lost everything.
Mm-hmm.
But Greg had lost, I think, one unit of yeoman. So the vampires scored 2701. We scored 965. So they gave them a 1736 point win. But we got the objective. So that 14-6. And that's how huge that objective is.
Oh, yeah, they're big.
A 14-6 is a devastating loss. But that turned into an 11-9. So fantastic. We actually worked. Greg worked hard in saving our points.
Yes, yes. So he schooled you on how to play.
He did. It was good that he was there because I got rid of my whole army early. It's like, I'm done here. Because, yeah, actually, this was I gave him my...
I figured that was your points.
I gave him my full points, 2241, plus my general.
Yeah.
And this is his 2 yeomen.
Yeah.
And that was it. So, anyway, so we took a loss, but not as bad as it was looking after the first, second turn where I almost had no army left. So, anyway.
Okay.
It was a fun game, though. Great bunch of guys, and had a good time. So, but that's going to do it for now.
So you're starting off.
Not bad. Got 9 points.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it was a loss, but it's still 9 points.
There is that.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Till next time.